Elias and the Sea's Secret. Once upon a time, in a small coastal village nestled between rugged mountains and a sparkling blue sea, there lived a humble fisherman named Elias. The village, called Windmere, was a place of simple beauty, where cottages with red-tiled roofs dotted the shoreline, and the scent of salt and pine filled the air. The villagers were a close-knit community, their lives deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the ocean. Elias was known throughout Windmere for his hard work and warm smile. He was a sturdy man with kind, weathered eyes that mirrored the sea's calm and stormy nature. Every day before dawn, he would row his boat into the vast expanse of water, his silhouette blending with the first light of morning. He loved the sea, not just for its bounty, but for the sense of peace it brought him. Each wave that lapped against his boat seemed to carry whispers of his father's wisdom and the memories of their days fishing together. Elias's father, Alaric, had been a respected fisherman and a pillar of the community. When Alaric passed away, he left Elias the shop by the harbor, a weathered building that had seen generations of fishermen come and go. The shop wasn't just a place of business, it was a repository of stories, laughter, and tradition. Inside, the walls were adorned with faded photographs, fishing maps, and Alaric's old tools, each item telling a tale of resilience and heritage. Life in Windmere had never been easy, but recent years brought challenges that tested the village's spirit. Large commercial fishing companies began operating along the coast, their vast trawlers stripping the sea of its resources with ruthless efficiency. The once abundant waters became sparse, and small-scale fishermen like Elias struggled to make a living. Many villagers abandoned fishing altogether, turning to other trades or leaving Windmere in search of opportunities elsewhere. Elias held on, though his days grew harder. His catches became meager, and his shop saw fewer customers. Repairs for his aging boat and nets became a constant burden, and he often went to bed with more worries than solutions. Despite this, Elias remained optimistic. He found solace in the sea's beauty and in the simple joys of life, a child's laughter, the aroma of fresh bread wafting from the baker's oven, or the vibrant colors of the sunset over the horizon. One fateful autumn, dark clouds gathered over Windmere, bringing with them the fiercest storm the village had seen in decades. The winds howled like a wild beast, and waves rose high, crashing violently against the shore. Villagers huddled in their homes, praying for safety. Elias, too, stayed indoors, watching helplessly as the storm battered the harbor. When the storm finally passed, the devastation became clear. Boats lay shattered along the beach, their broken masts jutting out like skeletal remains. Elias's beloved boat was among them, reduced to splinters. His shop had suffered severe damage, its roof partially caved in and the front windows shattered. For the first time, Elias felt the weight of despair pressing heavily on his heart. He sat amid the wreckage, his head in his hands, wondering how he would ever rebuild his life. Word of Elias's plight spread quickly through the village. Though many of the villagers were struggling themselves, they came together to help him. Jonas, the blacksmith, offered tools and nails. Maeve, the carpenter, donated wood and her skills to repair the shop. Children gathered sea glass and shells to decorate the shop front, adding a touch of beauty to the restoration. Elias was overwhelmed by their generosity. As the days turned into weeks, his shop began to take shape again. It wasn't just a repair, it was a transformation. Inspired by the support of his community, Elias decided to reimagine his business. He no longer wanted to compete with the commercial fishing companies. Instead, he sought to preserve the traditions and values his father had taught him. Elias started teaching traditional fishing techniques to the younger generation, sharing stories of his father and the wisdom of sustainable practices. His lessons weren't just about fishing, they were about respecting the sea, taking only what was needed, and giving back to nature. He also began crafting unique, sustainable fishing gear and decorative nets, which he sold alongside his fish. The shop became a marketplace, where villagers could trade their produce, baked goods, and handmade items. Tourists, drawn to Windermere's charm, started visiting the shop, intrigued by its authenticity and the stories behind each item. Business flourished, but more importantly, the village flourished. The marketplace became a hub of activity, filled with laughter, conversations, and the vibrant colors of local goods. Elias's shop became a symbol of resilience and community spirit. One day, a young boy named Finn approached Elias. Finn's father had left fishing after the storm, leaving the boy with a longing to reconnect with the sea. Elias took Finn under his wing, teaching him not just how to fish, but how to find peace and purpose in the waves. Finn, like many others, became part of Elias's legacy, carrying forward the values of kindness, hard work, and sustainability. Years later, on a calm summer evening, Elias sat outside his shop, watching the golden light of the setting sun reflect on the water. The marketplace buzzed with life, children played along the shore, and a cool breeze carried the scent of the sea. Elias felt a deep sense of contentment. He reflected on the journey that had brought him here, the challenges, the losses, and the rebuilding. He realized that the storm, while devastating, had been a turning point. It had shown him the strength of his community and the power of resilience. It had taught him that struggles, while painful, could lead to growth and new beginnings. When villagers sought his advice, Elias would share his favorite saying, "Life is like the sea, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent. But if you stay strong, weather the storms, and cherish the calm moments, you'll always find happiness." Moral of the story: life's challenges, like storms, may seem overwhelming, but they also bring opportunities for growth and transformation. With resilience, determination, and the support of a community, even the hardest times can lead to brighter, more meaningful chapters. Struggles are not the end, they are the beginning of new possibilities.